pointing, clicking.
Right.
It looks not.
We can turn on the video.
This kind of
And
yeah.
students.
I think it's sensitive. You can just use it as an inbuilt thing.
Right.
There
That's
is
the
an inbuilt radio thing. No, like this little circle. That's naturally. That is true. Oh, you can map where you press the click button.
Okay. Hello, internet. Right. Okay. So we'll do a quick check-in. So, using group, checking how things are going.
Yes. So next week we have arranged sort of to do a data gathering session at the hotel.
All right.
So we requested a room for doing a focus group.
Okay.
And yeah, we have talked with the hotel manager over mail.
Okay.
And I guess things are happening with that. We got a mail from the what is it? Mata, the museum lady, who is in charge, sort of, project. And she said, yeah, she wanted us to do like a market analysis. We weren't happy with that term, but I mean, we understand what she wants, so it's all good. So we will do market analysis to see if there's any need for the products, which is the historical journey back in time with Viking stuff.
Yeah.
Right. So we have thought about, like, do we have to make like a VR prototype? Maybe we don't have time to do that and stuff like that. So maybe we just do practical prototypes, storyboards, stuff like that. So.
I mean, the practical, a paper-based prototype, a design document is within the scope of this, right? So long as you're showing that you are also doing work like the market analysis and scoping and working with the client, and so the project is large enough. But
So we figured that will be a lot of interactions and stuff. We also need to have some sort of like computer science and stuff.
Yep.
So sort of design document that we could hand off to the bachelor student, for example.
Yes,
would be a good product to have.
Yep. And I think you do have some time to do a little bit of VR prototyping, because some of the VR stuff you can do quite quickly. And so you should still think that there is some chance to do some prototyping in VR, just for grabbing in some of the workflow for any CAD models or 3D models they have of things, or do a image capture of some of their content, and then do a quick build in VR of the photographs, right? So even if it's, you go through, you measure the size of some of the rooms they have, you then take the photographs in the rooms, and then you come back here, you build a room in Unreal that is that size, or Unity, and you put the photographs as the textures on those walls, then you have a VR version of the museum, right? So, and that doesn't require much work at all, right? That's very fast to do. It's very easy to do that. So,
yeah. Okay.
Right. So you could even just show them some of that sort of stuff, and then start playing with, well, okay, this is where we are now. You could start with the actual museum building, and then do a fade into historic place, right? So you say, right, this is what it looks like now, and then and now I'm back at 1000 years, right? And that's where you take the photographs to the long haul, and you take photographs from there, and you build the long haul, and you just kind of transport the person from the modern museum to 1000 years ago, kind of intro sequence, right? Without having to actually build the full game. You can show kind of what an intro sequence might look like.
I'll see the images.
Yeah, some images. Okay. Right, and so your work today?
Preparing. Yeah, we have to look at what goes into having a focus group and what sort of information we need to gather until next week, and create a plan for, because they want us to finish by March. March.
As much as you can by the end of March, yep. Okay. Good, okay. That seems like a plan. Right, so, next groups. So, as you do the check-in, yep.
Yeah. So last time we spent a bit of time on getting the prototyping down. So we decided to do the 6 degrees of freedom you suggested. We also looked into doing the 360 or 3 degrees of freedom.
Mhm.
We did find that Unreal has a plugin for like 360 cameras. So
Yeah.
you can set it up. Like, you can just do the 6 degrees. It was a bit more harder for us.
Okay.
More to implement.
Right.
So we just got started on that and made quite a bit of progress, at least on the prototyping part.
Right.
From an interaction plan point of view, we tried to build a conceptual model of how Unreal works because we didn't know. So we tried to let us explain how it's structured. So therefore we can develop solution fitting in that structure. So at least sharing the same terms with them.
Yep.
Because we didn't know about actors, about objects, about methods and stuff.
So a kind of terminology crib sheet for designers working in Unreal.
Yeah, but it's not. It's useful in two ways. So now we speak the same language,
Mhm.
and then we can just build up on the same common ground, right?
Right.
Because otherwise, every time they have to interpret what we say, and we have to interpret what they say, it's not very efficient.
Yep.
And we will finish with the whole overall perception model today,
Mhm.
and probably we'll build another parallel perception model for user who don't speak this language.
Right. Yep.
Just to understand how we supposed to communicate with the users.
Yep.
And then probably the overall approach to this development, since they already started to prototype, we will take advantage of this stuff because we can do research meanwhile we prototype.
Yes.
Therefore, we can just have informal an iteration on the informal evaluation of the prototype and get the thing to speak instead of reflecting too much before and just delivering at the end.
Yep.
And
So we were discussing this. One view of this is that you are one sprint ahead, right?
Mhm.
So you, as designers, you are designing and testing in paper or prototype form stuff that hasn't been implemented yet. But once you've got it past an initial phase, then it goes to the implementation, and that comes up. So you've kind of got this back and forth between the two, but you kind of, to some extent, do have to be ahead because they're implementing what you've previously done. So you've got to generate new stuff for them to implement once they finish that. So.
yeah, and in this field, we understood that the application itself and the context itself is very different from application to another because we are dealing with an environment which is a game, but it's not supposed to be for fun. Or
Not
it has
only.
some components, but it has to support some professional. Therefore, it's not that easy to picture out how it should work. Therefore, it's better to engage more users and to just listen what they have to say about it.
Yep. Okay. That's good. Okay. So, time traveling group.
Yeah. So last time we kind of probably finished, or maybe we finished, but we designed a tutorial level
Mm-hmm.
for the game by drawing, yeah, as well as Krister, our programmer, did some initial investigation in Unity
Mhm.
space. And yeah, it's not here today. So he was looking, I think he was supposed to do more of that today,
Mhm.
as there were some problems last time with the hand controller and this.
Right.
As for us, the interaction designers, I think we will maybe finish or brush up the tutorial, or maybe start to think about the first real level.
Mhm.
How you
Okay. That sounds reasonable. The virtual group, we had my chatted with them a bit ago, and one of the things we've been discussing is how to convert some of these exercises, the expert and teams exercises, onto virtual platforms, right? So onto digital platforms. So what are the best tools for supporting it? What is the difference between doing the exercise in the room with other people versus doing it over Skype, right? So for example, if you had up in Trondheim, they did the where in Norway are you from, right? Now, although the stated objective of that is that you put yourself along a strip and try and line up as if you're where you are from Norway and you go and stand about there, right? Now, the actual goal of that exercise is to get you to talk to other people, to ask them about where they're from, to work out whether you're north or south of where they are or east or west of where they are, right? So it's designed to get people to talk. However, if you make a digital version of this where you show a map of Norway and you just get people to put their pin where they're from, they don't talk to each other, right? They've achieved the same thing, right? They've all lined up where they are from in Norway, but no one said anything, right? So you fail in the intended objective, which is to communicate and to improve communication and get people talking to each other, even though you've got the same functional output, right? And you get the same problem if you use a data projector and projected a map of Norway on the ground and asked people to go and stand where they're from. You could just go and stand and not talk to anyone, right? And so trying to work out how do you translate that objective of getting people to talk to each other about their lives into the online environment, right? What does that delta look like? How do tools support that? How would you rewrite some of these exercises so that they work, so they would have the same outcome in the virtual environment, right? So that's one of the things that virtual team is working on, because of course they're a virtual team, so they have to learn how to do this. They're also having challenges because they're having to try and work around distributed members who have jobs and have children and have other commitments, and so some of that is creating significant challenges around timing and organization, right? So that is why they'll also be running later than the rest of you guys, because they haven't been able to put in the number of hours that you guys have, so therefore they will spend more of the semester working on this, right? Because these groups end beginning of May 4th. Yeah, right. So you guys end May 4th, so like a month before the end of the actual semester for the other work. They'll keep going later into May. Okay, questions? Nope. Okay. Good luck, everybody. We're going to do an exercise you're saying this afternoon at 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock in here, and we're going to work out what color you are. You might think you're white, but you might not be. You might be blue or green or red. Okay.